The Piaggio Liberty 150. This is the year 2022 model. The MSRP of this scooter is $3,000. I bought it new, and after all the fees and taxes, it was about $4,200. The fuel economy is very good. I usually get from 85 to 100 miles per gallon. That's pretty good for a 150cc scooter. I would say it's extremely practical. The storage is really good with the under seat and the glove box. I like the little hook that they use on the where you can attach a helmet, but you can also attach grocery bags to it under the seat. The scooter has a 2-year warranty. That's pretty good. You usually only have about a 1 year. The scooter is very quiet sound-wise, which is nice. The seat height is not super low, but it's still very friendly to somebody who's short. I'm 5'7", and I have the ability to get both of my feet down. It looks better than a lot of cheap scooters, but it doesn't look as good as maybe like a Vespa. It has large tires, which is a kind of a standout feature of this scooter in terms of looks. That helps with ride quality, with going over potholes a lot, and it also helps with apparently tire life. The rear foot pegs on this scooter for the passenger are good. I use them for myself if I fill up the floor of the scooter carrying something, or if I just want to put my feet in a different position for comfort or just stretching. The switchgear on this scooter feels good and not cheap. I would say it's punching above its weight for its price. The engine has a low amount of heat that blows on you, which is good for the summertime. I would say the scooter is pretty lightweight. It's 250 pounds. That makes it easy for maneuvering or walking around or putting in and out of your garage. Performance of the scooter is very good. It turns way better than I expected, better than some of the entry-level bikes I've ridden. It balances very low at low speeds. You can go from 5 to 10 miles per hour range without any problems. The stock suspension is pretty good for a scooter. It's probably not as plush as a motorcycle or a car, but it's much better than other scooters I've ridden. The acceleration from 0 to 30 is pretty good. You won't have much trouble keeping up with people at normal urban or city speed limits. The top speed is about 65 miles per hour. The speedometer will max out around 70, but the speedometer is kind of optimistic and will read about 4 to 5 miles per hour faster than it actually is going. The brakes work very well. The rear is drum and the front is disc, and the front disc brake does have ABS. The headlights are good enough. They aren't bad, but they aren't very good. Most of the lights are incandescent. I believe the rear tail light is LED. The way the lights look and the running lights on this look really nice though. It has 12 horsepower, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually is a good amount for the scooter. The fuel tank size is about 1.5 gallons, and I would say the range is about 100 miles between fill-ups. The service intervals on this scooter are kind of the same as any other scooter around this price point. It does take an oil filter though, which is a little different compared to other scooters which usually tend to not have one. I would say my main problems with the scooter is when you're under 3 miles per hour, the ABS light always blinks. It's just a little annoying, makes you think you have your blinker on. The gas meter on the scooter I would say is it's like the opposite of how it is in normal cars where it's overly optimistic. I would say the gas meter on this is very pessimistic and tells you that you're running out a lot sooner than you probably are. But the worst thing about the scooter that I really don't like is that filling up the gas tank is kind of difficult. It constantly spills over if you fill it up at the max speed the pump will. Getting the last little itty bitty amount of gas into it, like the last quarter of a gallon, is kind of difficult. You have to put gas into it slowly and then wait for the air to get out, put a little bit in and then wait for the air to get out. I think it's kind of like the worst designed part of this entire scooter. I will say overall this scooter is very good. Other than the gas tank issue, it's definitely worth how much it's cost. I would say it's probably the best bang for buck that you could get for a scooter of 150cc size. That's all.